You know, the word of God says to just wait on the Lord. You know, and I say that to say this, bro. I remember when I walked into the home. Going on 8 years. I've been clean since December 21st, 2011. But I've been in the outreach since way back in the 80s. I was kind of sharing that with video. Back when I got into the home, there was no homes outside of California. I think the furthest it went was to the ranch, and I don't know how many times I had been there. I used to shoot dope inside of the UTC when it was on pillars. I mean, that thing was just, they brought that home there and just had it there. My neighborhood was right across the street from the park. So I remember when Jimmy was in the home, they used to have meetings about me because I was just like, man, I was rough, bro. You know, always there. But the pastors back then, they always ministered to me. You know, they never gave up on me, even though, you know, I was hard-headed, just hard-headed. I mean, it took all these years for me to come into the home and to realize that, you know, every time I kept coming in and out of the home, I never realized it until I came here. When I came here and I started really applying myself to the Word of God, really applying myself, because I would never cry, you know, but I remember one time when I walked into that sanctuary, you know, God just got a hold of me, you know, and I say that because, you know, I noticed that, you know, there's a lot of guys that come back and forth, in and out, you know, the home. But, you know, we beat ourselves up, man, when we do that. You know, when we come back, man, we beat ourselves up because, you know, we started listening, to other people. We just started listening to all the negative stuff, you know. And you know, when you ask about a job, you know, about you providing for your kids, well, you know what? I was running the streets. You know, I was running the streets using meth out here, selling meth, and Jimmy and my sister took my son. They had my son. My son was only 3 months old. I ended up in the joint. Jimmy and Kathy cared for my son, and I always felt that. You know, I always felt like, man, you know, I should be taking care of my son, but how could I? How could I if I had a bunch of issues? It wasn't just the drugs, you know, because a lot of the times we come into the home. And yeah, we're here. You know, we're here. You know, a year goes by and we're here. And sure, we're clean, but you know what? It's deep, man. That's why, you know, I'm going to encourage you guys, man, you know, to get in prayer and to ask God to search your heart. Because there's a lot of stuff inside of us. You know, it's not the drugs. I've been clean, you know, and I got money in my pocket. I can go buy me an 8-ball. I can go, you know, buy some heroin. Who's going to know? You know, I can do that. But see, God starts dealing with us, you know, and it's like that verse in the Gospels that, you know, when Jesus got crucified and he knew that they were going to deny him, he came back and he knew where to find the disciples. He knew that they'd be over there, you know, in the sea, in the ocean. You know why? Because he knew that it's just like us as men. You know, we know how to crawl into that shell, man. And when we crawl into that shell, we're not going to tell nobody. I'm not going to tell nobody I'm having issues. I'm not going to tell nobody, you know what, man, I'm struggling. You know, but that's the reason why that accountability is a big thing. You know, accountability, man, is something that you're going to carry that on when you hit the streets, when you leave this place, and you need to be accountable to someone. You know, and when it calls upon a job, about, you know, looking out for your family, about taking care of your kids, just trust in God. Because you know what, when that job, I got a good job. I work for a gas company. And you know what, I wouldn't be working for that gas company if I wasn't here. I was in the sanctuary when that man came looking for me here. I was in the sanctuary when that man came looking for me here to donate some product that we needed to fix the men's home. And I ended up getting the job, bro. So, you know what? Just stay faithful. You know what? Just stay in prayer, because God knows already what you need. God's going to take care of your kids. He wants to deal with us. You know, once he deals with us, he'll send somebody here to give you a job. You don't got to go out there looking for it, because, you know what the beautiful thing, what the beauty of coming through you, and that right there should make you look and say, man, you know what? I remember when that was me. I remember when I walked into that home. And you know what, man? I'm gonna keep going forward and just take it a day at a time.
Right.
You gotta take it a day at a time, because if you try to do too much too soon, you're gonna get knocked out. You're not gonna be able to stand. You're not gonna be able, because that evil day is gonna come. You know, that evil day is gonna come. That day of testing is gonna come. You're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested. And if you don't start building yourself up in the home through prayer, through fasting, through reading the word, you fall. And you guys have seen it. I've seen it plenty of times, you know. But that's why we're here. You know, that's why we're here. That's why, you know, having the opportunity to come here and just to minister to you guys. You know what I mean? Because it's hard, man. Nobody's perfect. You know, we're all going to make mistakes. You know, but it's not where you start. It's where you end. You know, and it's all. It's hard. Serving God is hard. But you know what? It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful. And I continue to stay humble, because you know what? Staying humble, that's what's going to keep you. That's what's going to keep you, the longevity of it. And He's going to take care of your kids. He's going to make sure that you do His business. He's going to take care of your business.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah.